What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me. You are in the zone, the gaming zone, with Lacan, and we are back in StarRupture. I made a lot of changes. Whoa. Yeah, I did. I made a few changes to the system since the last video. As you can see, we got some additions here. I went ahead and got the forges, the fabricators, sorry, to fabricate all the different materials that we're going to need. So for the Wolfram, you have the you got the plates and then you have the wire. So these are the two, like, second tier, I guess, items that you can make with the fabricator from down here. So I got these being made and then being put into storage if we need them. That was essentially the same thing I was doing. I just went ahead and added an extra fabricator. And the same thing for this one, I added an extra fabricator to do all of that second tier titanium stuff. So, you know, for here we got, actually it's not all of them. Yeah, we got the plates, we got the sheets, the beams, and the rods. So these things, these guys make those and they put them out and they put them into the storage over here. This system can be updated to essentially create and store for later processing all the different things. But in order to do that, I would have to set up a fabricator and furnace for each and every one, because you can't do more than one type of item in the systems, at least currently. I'm not sure if it's in the works or in the plans or not, but at the current you can't do that. So if you want to make an item, it would have to be reserved only for that particular item. So what I've been doing instead is I've been trying to set up storages to hold all the different items, and then what I will work towards is making all the different things that I can make, storing as much of it as I can in at least 2 of these, and then using these to then send up to corporations as it's needed. I would still need to manually go to each fabricator or furnace, depending on what it is, and then manually set it up so that the storage is replenished as we're using it. So there's still like some level of manual process to my current setup, but if I wanted to fully automate it, I would essentially need to make a furnace or a fabricator for every item that they have that we can make. So let me go ahead and do this so we can get a little aerial of the system. Choose this. Let's see. So here we go. We got our power grid over here. I was able to get the wind turbines, so I got a few of those going. I may replace some of these solar panels with some wind turbines, but There's tier 2 solar panels that are coming. So likely I'll just go ahead and go and upgrade these to that tier 2 solar panel. But over here, I can't go too much further. We have the calcium deposit over here. The excavators are doing this thing, setting them in storage. I have 4 or 5 different storages, kind of in a chain over that way. So those get filled up, and then they come over here to the forges to make them into blocks. Those blocks are sent. I got 4 of them storing the blocks, and then those blocks are sent into the furnace, right? And those furnaces are printing out. It's either furnaces. It's either the furnace or the fabricator. But oh, it's fabricator. Okay, so it's going to fabricator to make sheets out of those blocks, and then those sheets are getting stored here to be sent out as needed. So this network connects, and then it sends it either straight. We won't ever have a need, I don't think, at least until they do some kind of update that might make it so. If they do happen to do an update where some of the lower tier stuff are required by a corporation, this is all connected to send the lower tier stuff as well as the higher tier stuff. So over here I got the forges taking calcium or wolfram and making dust out of those. If you look at the top of my screen, you see my core overheat level. That's not because of the rupture. It's because I got so many systems here, and my little level 1 base is struggling. I'm starting to struggle to handle all of that. If I add any more to it, it's just going to get that up to where I can't keep it cold. So for right now, what I have is good. It does what I need it to do. But we got 4 storages over there that store there's 4 or 5 of these storages that store the calcium dust, and 3 or 4 of these that store the wolfram dust. So we got those there. We got some storages over here. I may change these so to take something else that's made by these forges here. But for right now I'm good. This thing is just kind of a one-off that I'm using to craft some of the higher tier stuff. But that's the system that we got going right now. Like I said, it appears to be working just fine. I'm not sending anything currently, and all my storages for the most part are full. For the most part, we're working on, I think this is the housing right now that's being worked on right now. I used a bunch of stuff to unlock things, so let's go ahead and let's run over there and do that. This is the housing, right? Yeah. So we got
Rupture
ceramics.
Status stable. Arcadia status stable.
We got ceramics being stored. We got a bunch of those. Like right now, the only thing that's keeping me from leveling up the base core is helium. So once we get that, we will be looking good. I found a few locations that where you can process helium, but in order to get there, I need, is it selenium? Yeah, selenium. I need this helium extractor. Otherwise, not happening. What they need though are the tubes. Okay. I don't have the tubes unlocked yet. So we come here to the furnace. Where's the fabricator? Yeah, fabricator. We need that blueprint. We got everything else. That's why it's right now working on filling up the housing and all that stuff. I went through and I used everything that I had to complete these. Right now I only have the blueprint for this and this to get before I'm able to get them. Glass. Did I unlock glass? I don't think so. I think glass is over here, right? So I've been working on trying to gather helium so that I can unlock this glass, so I can start working on filling in those items there. But glass doesn't progress me really anywhere. My progress is locked until I can get more blueprints. So we go here to future health. They want glass, so I would be able to get them if I can get glass unlocked. But I need a bunch of helium for that. I still need over 1,000 helium in order to unlock glass. So this is on hold. Selenium, as you saw before, needs the tubes, which we don't have the blueprint for that. This needs a stabilizer, which we do not have yet. I don't think. Crazy if I had that. Stabilizer. Yeah, no, so we don't have the stabilizer yet. And then over here for moon energy, they want the heat resistance sheets. I obviously don't have that. And then this one takes either that super magnet or the nozzle, whatever those are. And I do not have that. That would unlock storage depot 2, B2, which I guess you just store. Yeah, that's what it says here. Can store up to 1,600 units of one selected item. So it's still only one item, but you can store more of it. So that's cool. So we have a lot of blueprints to unlock, and in the last video I had some trouble finding locations to explore. As I was running around trying to get helium, I did find some locations. I didn't go to any of them. I wanted to go ahead and save it for the video, but I did find, we got here, here, here. There's so many different points here. There was one down this way, yeah, over here, up here. So a lot of places, a lot of places to go to. A lot more than I expected. So we should be able to find a blueprint. I don't know for sure which blueprint I'm going to be getting. So you can see the helium locations, it looks like. Yeah, I got some up here, over here, yep. As I was out exploring, not really exploring, it wasn't the point. I was just trying to find helium. But as I was running around finding helium, trying to find helium, I was discovering these locations. In that process, I did run into a new enemy type. I don't know if now that I discovered new enemy type, now I'll start seeing it more. But I'm not going to say the enemy. You guys probably seen it. There's plenty of pictures up of their enemies or whatever. But I'm not going to say anything. You'll see it when I see it again. But if you guys see that I'm not surprised by it, just so you know, I did run into it. We had a slight altercation. So, okay, enough talk. I need to go explore a base and hopefully find the blueprints that we need. So we'll go ahead and set this one. Can I mark these? Huh, I can. Okay. So I'll come out here and check this location here. See if we can find our blueprint. One of my shorts for the last videos, I had one person's recommend, which is very, very good advice, to bring at least one meteorite heart with me. Now I could probably grab one from Meteor, but take one with me as well as some building materials so that if I'm out and about, Rupture's coming, I'm not having any more close calls trying to get in. I will say the one thing about that is that's part of the excitement of going out, is, you know, not knowing for like losing track of time exploring stuff and then like getting caught out with your pants down essentially and a rupture's about to happen and you're not anywhere near your base. That's part of the fun, but they do have where you can't go ahead and just
fascinating. Now we know more.
Set down a base core and then build yourself a facility, like a habitat like what we're in now, and just pop in there until the rupture's over with and continue exploring. It'd be stupid not to. We save more time doing it that way too, because, you know, obviously, like, we're out and about, we're trying to explore, find things, and we're having to run back and forth to this base to escape the rupture, and then go all the way back out to do it all over again. And the travel time being part of the thing that's making it. Let me check something before I head out too far. Oh yeah, plenty of ammo. But that travel time to get to the destination you want to explore, being part of the thing that's kind of putting you in that situation where you have to run back to the base to escape the rupture. So anyways, I'll bring a meteorite heart with me, some building materials, and we'll get out there. And if rupture event is coming, or we suspect it's getting close, we'll go ahead and just drop a core, drop a habitat, and escape in there for a while. So hopefully we get some of those war bonds. So I want to upgrade my weapon a little bit more. Also, I think I want to put in my pistol slot another one of these weapons, except, you know, configure it so that it's more of a hip fire, close range type weapon. It's an assault rifle essentially, instead of just a sniper. Okay, so this question mark might be the... Oh no, it's not. Maybe. It might be. The scanner. Okay. Can I take that off? Yeah. So we got the scanner. Let's go ahead and let's get the scanner. Uncover some more of this area. I don't know if there's fall damage. Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay, let's do this.
Geoscanner initialized.
Changing mags.
I'll come up behind me.
Reloading. Reloading. It's getting dangerous.
What's that?
Changing mags.
What is that?
It's getting dangerous.
Whoa.
It's getting dangerous.
This was not the enemy type that I was talking about.
It's getting dangerous.
That was not the enemy type that I was talking about.
I've gotten slightly better.
Wow, okay. That's the first time I've seen that, so that's another. That's awesome. Okay. Keeping it interesting. Okay, so just to confirm, that was my question mark. That was okay. Yeah, that was it. So we got this one up here, and I'm pretty sure is a facility. So let's go up that way. Let me check and make sure I didn't get any drops. And these guys over here. Not seeing anything.
Changing mags.
Those guys are. Okay, I'm not going the right way. Yeah, it's more to my left, right? Yep. Okay. Let's keep an eye out for these.
Interesting plant.
There's a body and a drone wreckage nearby. I guess we can grab the. What does my inventory look like? Okay, I'm good.
Come here. Good stuff.
Yeah, these things are really good. Where's that body at? There it is.
Ah, gotcha.
Drone wreckage over this way. One of those. This. Okay. Wonder what that yellow stuff is. I think it's sulfur. Yeah, I did come across it while I was running around exploring, but I didn't have a way to harvest it? Those things are very wicked looking. Yeah. Oh yeah. And this thing is corrosive. So you can't get close to it or you can't touch it. But if you pull out your miner, it acts like you can harvest it. Like so, like when you point at something that you can harvest, you'll see your miner react to it. So like if I look over this way, the little reticle turns green, and my miner reacts to it like I can harvest it. But if I do that, that's within my range. It doesn't do anything. Oh wait. So that turns green. Yeah, I don't know. Can I shoot it? I don't know. I'll just assume that we just haven't gotten there yet. I think our point is up this way.
Come here.
Yes, yes. All of you come here. I love those. Okay. Cool. Let's get in here and explore. See what we can find. Yep. More vermin.
Reloading. Gotcha.
Take that. That. That thing is monstrous. What is that? Anyways, let me go ahead and go up here with these. I like how when you go to loot it, it's an excavator that's on titanium, what appeared to have at least once been titanium. So when you go to loot it, you actually get titanium. You know, it's something that you would expect to be on it. I like that. I just like those little attention to detail things. see what we got. Tablet. Great. What was that?
Changing mags.
They definitely get faster when they go into that blue.
Peace at last.
Okay. Okay, let's get back here. Yes, we got the exactly what we needed.
Great.
Exactly what we needed. You guys can pause that and read through. I will say, like, I don't mind a good read. Like, I don't mind reading. Like, that's what I grew up on as RPGs, reading the dialogue and all that stuff. I don't mind it. But when creating content or creating videos, it's a little, I don't know, like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right me just sitting there reading to you guys the dialogue. So having audio in these games is very, very, very nice. It's one of the things that I love, absolutely love about Bellwright. It's like everything has a voiceover, has dialogue, even if it's AI. It's good. It boosts immersion. I feel like, anyways, I don't want to get off on a tangent. Let's get to this. I'll scroll down so you guys can read it. Okay. Nice. That's a cool looking crate though. I like that crate. I like that color. Alright. Nice. So we got exactly the blueprint that we needed. I'm not seeing any rubble here.
Reloading.
I keep hitting F to try to pick up stuff. Did I get that body? I think I did. Is that more? What was that? Is that it? Jeez. There we go.
I can use that.
That we can. Okay. Okay. Let's get our bearings. See what we got. We got the windswept trees over there. They got the grubs on them, so we want to go over that way. Got some more vermin that way. What's the map show? I don't see anything specific. But I may go ahead and head back so that I can get that tubing going. At least get it in the storage, at least, you know, start stockpiling those before we head off to our next spot, which I think is going to be one of these over here. These three things over here. So, what is this? Oh, that's what we just got. Scanner. I may get these on the way back. It is. It's another facility. Chill out.
Changing mags. Changing mags.
That's a new one. Okay. So this thing looks like it has the blue mist going around it. So I don't think the blue mist does damage to us, but it does. No, it infects us. We get an infection. Yeah, and it's fast too. Okay. So you kind of see the aura around it. Wish I got close enough to. Yeah, there it goes. Oh no, still. Anyways, so there we go. It is another base. It's got an infection aura around it. So probably don't want to go there just yet. I'm gonna run over and get that, and then I'm just come back around and go back to our base. I know I've said it already a few times, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to our base. Finally back. First things first, come over here, fabricator, insert. Nice. Okay. Let's take a look at our inventory. Or electromagnetic coil. It says this thing is crafted in a mega press. We don't have that. Oops, put that in the wrong one. Okay. So let's check our inventory. Let's look at these limbs that we got. This one increases max health by 12. Reduces infection buildup rate by 45%. That's a greater immuner limb. And then increases item drop chance by 25%. That's awesome. Okay. Both of those are actually pretty cool. Wow, this thing is 1,000. Those are 2,000. Jeez. These are 2,000. Those are from the drone. This is 7,000. And then you got the parts from the vermin. Oh no. Oh, that's Ignitium. That's the part from vermin. Okay. Put that there. Helium in there. Okay. We got our limbs in here. Max shield. Okay. We hadn't checked our stats in a while. Let's see how we're doing on that. So we're 1 point away from in combat getting it to 20, and then we'll be able to use another limb there. We can add a green one. Increases harvester mining damage by 25%. Reduces natural hydration loss, and then that's calorie loss. I mean, I guess this one is probably of the options, probably the better option. So we'll go ahead and store these for now. If it'll let me. Well, let me just manually transfer it. Okay. rest of these are research. This thing, I don't know for sure what that's for. I mean, it's a crafting material, so we got that. But I don't know what we use that for, so I'll toss that in there. Man, we had a ton of ammo, and now we're about out. Okay, so the reason why this is big is because this will unlock the helium, and then we can go ahead and start gathering and exporting helium. So that was Selenium. Go ahead and have them start requesting these. So that is going to take some time. They're really close to filling up on those, so I kind of want to go ahead and just let it continue doing this thing, and then once that fills up, then it'll just focus solely on the tubes, and we'll get that complete. So I can extend this a little bit more, potentially. I can add some extra storage on the outside here. Which I may go ahead and do that. Let's see. Oh, right. So we have this cargo dispatcher and the cargo receiver. I have the materials that we need in order to craft that, but I did get it from the supporter pack. And while I don't feel like it's terribly like pay to win or cheating or anything like that, I am going to go ahead and hold off until I am able to actually craft that stuff myself. So I think it's under here in basic item printer. We need to be able to do the glass. I can get the housing now, and then we need this inductor coil. And up, actually I needed to be here. The inductor coil, I'm assuming, yeah, here it is. Oh wait, okay, so I just need the tubing to be able to make the inductor coil, and I still need helium for the glass. I got this. With the tubing now being made, I can get this here pretty soon. And then as soon as I'm able to get helium, then I can get this, and then we can go ahead and make, which that works. Because essentially what I was thinking, this is a cargo dispatcher, cargo receiver.
Activity detected. I recommend finding a safe place.
Oh, Raptora. Anyways, so put a dispatcher. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. It says allow for long distance transportation of selected items. Requires a cargo receiver to operate. I don't know for sure what the range is on this, but dispatch my helium from whichever helium base I decide to set up, and then send it here with the cargo receiver, and that will be me getting my helium. And if I could do multiple to a receiver, then I can go ahead and set up multiple helium bases. Get as much of that helium as we can, and that will allow us to go ahead and upgrade this thing, which requires over 7,000 helium. A rupture is about to happen. It's not good. It's got lag. So these guys aren't crafting anything because they're not getting the sheets. Because that thing is taking a while. I blocked my view.
Raptura's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately. Warning. The planet is being incinerated.
They really do well conveying the devastation from that event. Now for this one, the only way for me to introduce this back into the rest of the system is to ensure that this one always, these three always stay the same type. As it is right now. Like I can make some splitters out here for the exit portion of it, but I don't want to extend this right now. So for right now, I plan on using this as just one type for right now, so we should be okay with that. Let's get our V2 railing. Now, when you do these, you have to make sure that this does not go into a loop. If I were to take this and then connect it here, and then on the exit connect it back into the main system, like right here, it would put this into an endless loop. So like the way this is set up, this is going to want, if I put all the same type, and that's only if I put all the same type in these three, this is going to want to fill, because of the rail, it's going to want to fill this one, and then this one is going to want to fill this one, right? That's where it stops, because it doesn't have a way to come back here and say, okay, I need to fill this one. But if you put that ring in, if you connect the exit with this and put it back into the system, down that way, this will say, oh, okay, I want to fill this guy. And so it'll send all of this stuff out to back here, and then they'll just keep continuing on that process endlessly, endless loop. So you got to be careful with those things to make sure like you're designing this out to have ingress and then egress. and there's no way to loop that back around. So let's quit out of this, and we'll say we want to go ahead and take the tubes here, and the tubes here. We have storage down that way for tubes, but since these are closer, okay, they're not. Oh well, so since these are closer, it's going to send to these first to fill up. But since we got a corporation that's wanting these, they're going to send it on. So. Or at least making some of those now. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay. So we're full up on this over here, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and take this 100 because I think that's all we needed for...
That's just what I need.
Unlock. I think. Oh yeah, that's right. It was for this thing. So we'll go ahead and insert those there. And now we just need these two. So we'll need a lot for that. But again, if I'm able to fill up those storages with the tubing, that'll be plenty to fulfill that request.
I've learned something new.
Raptura status stable.
Now,
Arcadia status stable.
to speed up this process, I'm going to go ahead and change these because they're filling them up. But I want them to focus on, instead of sending these out here, I want them to focus on fulfilling the order. So let me change this to something I don't have yet. That way it doesn't fill it up. That one for ceramic, right? Ceramic, okay. So we'll change it to the sulfur ore right now. So now they'll potentially focus more on getting the storage for these filled up. Since we got, yeah. So I'll get these filled up and then just send from this one as we have availability. Yep. So I'll go ahead and help it along, put those in there. Cool. Okay. You know what? Sitting there admiring my creation, and I could be gathering helium. Okay. So now that we got that complete, we don't have. Let's open up that way. I can go ahead and change these back to the tubes, and then get this storage, these storages filled up with it as well. I'm gonna need these. I'm gonna need some storage for other things, but for right now, since I do need the tubes for completing some of the recipes, I'll get as much of it as I can. Alright, Selenium. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yes. Helium extractor. Claim. Nice. Okay, so we come here. It's under extractor. Okay, just 250 of those. Fantastic. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be able to craft the receiver dispatcher, but I can at least get the process of extraction going. Let's see, ammo's good. Let me go ahead and grab a couple more stacks of building material. Here we go. Get some turbines now. Couple should do.
I'm detecting increased Ruptura activity. Prepare for a wave.
So, okay. We got our helium. We're extracting it now. I can only carry back so much. But this at least makes it so that I have a place to come to get helium. You know, we're not just running around trying to find the little asteroids, the big asteroids with the helium in it. We have helium here. We come, we get it. Once we get the, and I keep forgetting what they're called, the dispatcher and the receiver, then we can go ahead and start having that stuff sent to the main base where it's going to be needed. So that's going to be it for the video for today. We got a lot accomplished. We were able to find at least one blueprint, and we checked out a few other places. We opened up the map a little bit more. You know, we got helium over here, helium over here. There will likely be some type of extractor tool for the sulfur as well. I don't know, because it looks like you got this body like right in the middle of it. So I don't know if there's something that we do to make that area safe, or if we just have something that we eat or drink or wear or something that will help us to handle that condition, the corrosive condition. So, but we got a lot accomplished. Plans for, let's take that off. Plans for the next video will hopefully have all of the helium we need to level up the, actually, you know what? Before we go, let's get the glass.
Great.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then almost 10. Okay. So I'm gonna take this back. We'll get the glass and we'll start making not only the glass, but that coil as well. Okay. We're back. It looks like our tubes are all full. I'll go ahead and take a couple of stacks. Ingredients. Alright. So we will come here. And I'm pretty sure it's not required here. There we go. So we'll insert that. That is glass. Now we have glass we can make. I'll insert what I have here for the tubing. We'll get that finished up. And let me take. Make sure I don't got any helium here. No. The rest of the helium that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and insert it here into the core. So for the next video, we'll get the core pulled out.
Is in its stable stage. The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
We'll get the core leveled up because the helium is all we need for that. Then we need helium for anything else here. We do. So we need helium for that. We need helium for this down here. So we'll get. I'll work running back and forth, getting the helium filled in for all of these. I will save the core for the next video. That's glass. Let's run out here.
I can use this.
Take all these. And actually, let's go ahead and change this. Even though I'm about to make it upset. I didn't unlock it yet, so it's not going to be there for as an option for me. Let's run in here. And boom. The inductor. Now we got the inductor. So let's take that. And let's we'll keep these the same.
Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
Because we're likely gonna have to change. couple things. So we can make the inductor here. Okay, so that's cool. So I'll go ahead and get the other two down there changed over to inductors. You can make the glass here too. Definitely appreciate that level 2 storage. So let's do the inductor. I'll fill that up now. I think we need more glass than we do. Oh, finally, yes, we'll use the calcium powder. We'll use more. We'll need glass more, but we don't have the helium supply coming in just yet. So I will set this one to inductor as well. And then I'll set this one to glass. So there it is. We got glass unlocked. We got the tubing unlocked. We got those being made-ish. We do have some work getting helium over here in a way where we can actually manufacture glass. I didn't see those in there. We'll get a little bit of glass going. Looks like we got some kind of hold up. That's going to do it for the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like, please level up this video by hitting that like button, and then if you haven't already, please level up the channel by hitting that subscribe. And then until next time, come back, join me again as we level up together. One game, one video at a time. This is Lacan, signing out. Peace out, everybody. Later.